Bringing the great outdoors indoors. That's right, rock climbing, and it's right here on Long Island.
Well, rock climbing has become popular as a sport, both for health and for fitness. Secondly, some of the finest climbing in the world is right here in New York, upstate, in New Paltz. We've got miles of rock climbing, anywhere from 30-foot top rope sections to 3 and 4 lead rope sections. So climbing is very popular in the state.
Now, why on earth would somebody want to climb up a wall or climb up a rock? There's something there that I'm missing.
I get a lot of answers when I ask students, what they thought of it or why they do it. Some people like to do it, of course, for the thrill. A lot of people do it for health and fitness. They say this is some of the only exercise they get, and it uses a lot of muscles in the body, so it really helps to keep you fit. I myself do it for meditation. When I climb, it gives me a chance to relax. I can forget everything else. I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing, and that's what makes it fun for me.
Bob, frankly, I'm surprised to hear you call this a form of meditation. I have heard people say it's almost a death-defying experience.
Well, a lot of people like it for the thrill in that regard, but as you'll see in some of your own clips, there's two people, and with the safety rope, harness, and the different equipment that we've got, the chance of anybody getting hurt is slim to none. It's a very, very safe sport. So with that, the person who's climbing can now concentrate on hand movements, the holes, thoughts of the path in which way they're going, where they're going to put their feet. Because you concentrate so hard on what you're doing, literally the rest of the cares of the world go away.
And I think a lot of people will be surprised to hear you say this is a safe sport. I think of mountain climbers in the Alps, and I think, oh boy, one false move and that's it.
Well, sport climbing's changed a lot over the years. I mean, the equipment that we use, whether it be harnesses, ropes, belay devices, anchors, etc., even the protection that we use, in the climbing world, the term bomber comes to mind, where the equipment is just so strong that people don't get hurt. I mean, if you make a fall on a 5,000-pound rope, you're talking about a 150-pound person. I mean, rope can hold 5,000 pounds. I mean, what's the chance of that rope breaking? Zero. There's standards for the different ropes, how many falls they can take, how much stretch they've got, so it acts as a shock absorber so you're not hitting hard. I mean, you take all these things into effect over the 30 years that climbing's been progressing. I mean, even for myself, for the 20-something years I've been climbing, it's progressed from straight manila and cotton ropes to, Kernmantle ropes of today that are capable of holding a car.
What about the colors marking the walls? What's that all about?
Well, Ocean Rock, unlike most of the other gyms that are around the country, all set up different routes, making it more challenging for the climbers, give them something else to concentrate on, again, towards that meditation, thinking about where you want to go. But the routes are set up in such a format so that a person can actually challenge their own abilities. When someone learns to climb, climbing's set up in degrees from very easy to very difficult. And each of the color markers indicate certain places you can only use your hands and your feet. So as you get higher or you elevate your capabilities, you want to challenge harder and harder routes. And each of the routes here are marked.
You have to be an incredible athlete to do something like this?
I think being an athlete really helps. I think being in shape makes it even easier. But we have a lot of people that aren't, and they come in here for that exercise because it does challenge them.
We'll be back with more rock climbing in our next edition of In Your Interest.